Well, joining me now to discuss is Arizona Congressman Andy Biggs. He sits on the House Oversight and Accountability Committee and the House Judiciary Committee. Congressman, Democrats cheered in Congress when Adam Schiff got censored last night. Your reaction to their behavior?
Well, you know, on one hand, I view it as them trying to obstruct a congressional proceeding. That would be criminal, wouldn't it, Todd? The other thing is it showed that it doesn't matter how bad a person is in the Democrat Party, they will rally around them because as you say, they have no moral compass. But any compass that they do have is to try to take over and control in an authoritarian style. And Adam Schiff was their dude who was propelling these lies. And so they're all right in line with him, and they're the ones that should be ashamed, not the Republican Party who censured him.
So the censure coming on the heels of Durham's testimony, where the Democrats failed to undermine his credibility. Now, you were at the hearing. You slammed Hillary Clinton's role in the Trump-Russia collusion hoax. So let's take a look at that.
We're baffled. Just utterly baffled that more people have not been held accountable for their crimes. Because these are crimes. What's gone on in this country, the division in this country today, I can trace back to one thing. It isn't Trump going down the escalator. It is the Steele dossier paid for by Hillary Clinton.
So, Congressman, what's next year? I mean, you're right. These are crimes. Is anybody going to be held accountable?
Well, that's what I'm baffled about. That's what I was expressing to Mr. Durham. He had the authority. He has police power. He could have subpoenaed people in. He chose not even to subpoena and talk to people like Andy McCabe, Peter Strzok, Lisa Page. He didn't even finish those interviews, and then he didn't bring a multitude of charges. He brought enough, I think, to say that, yeah, we brought some charges against 3 people. One of them pled guilty, and that person is now practicing law in Washington, D.C. So when you say, are we going to see something done here? Well, we saw the guy that had the police power say he wasn't going to do any more than he did. And that makes me really fearful that unless we get a Republican administration with a Republican Attorney General who wants to hold people accountable, we're not going to see anybody held accountable. And that's what frustrated me most yesterday.
Congressman, yes or no, do you think Hillary Clinton should be in jail based on the Durham report?
Oh, 100%. I mean, think about it. At least in the Durham report, they acknowledged that she was treated very differently. She had classified documents. She refused to turn them over. She kept them on a private server in her home. She had a subordinate destroy evidence and obstruct justice. She's the one who paid for this, for the bogus Russian hoax documents that went out. Yeah, I mean, those are, to me, you can start peeling those back and you're going to have some criminal conduct that she should be prosecuted for.
All right, real quick on the illegal alien invasion at the border. A new report from an immigration group estimates that there are nearly 17 million illegals in the United States. That number has increased, 16% since Biden took office. Congressman, how much longer can Democrats just pretend the crisis is not spiraling?
I don't know, Todd. I have a lot of swear words I'd like to say about that, but I won't say them. I won't even think them. But here's the deal. Even today, they were in denial as we debated this on the floor. You had the guy from McGovern from Massachusetts say this is not serious. He laughed. He laughed when we brought up this invasion that's coming across the border. They're okay with this open border. They facilitate it. They're driving it. They're recruiting. And look, how can we say we're a civilized nation when we facilitate child sex trafficking and human trafficking and drug trafficking across our border to the detriment of millions and millions of people?
You know, Congressman, we had a colleague of yours, Chip Roy, on my national radio show earlier today, and he is just livid. And he says, you know, if the federal government is not going to step in here, sooner or later, the states are going to take care of this by themselves. Do you concur with that?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, we'd be better served. I mean, I love the men and women of CBP, the rank and file, but they're being misled by the Department of Homeland Security Secretary Mayorkas. And the states are going to have to protect their territory and their people. And thank goodness for Texas. I mean, they've got a governor who will do that. In California, you don't have a governor that'll do it. New Mexico, Arizona, we don't have governors that'll do it. And Todd, by the way, we're focusing on the southern border. On the northern border, they basically said you're going to have to keep these ports of entries open 24/7, even if they're unmanned.
Wow. All right, Congressman, we got to leave it there. Guarantee clause. They've got to protect those borders. Congressman Andy Biggs, thank you very much.